Today, we're going to take those images of our vocabulary and we're going to put some motion to it because I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to... Good job. I saw
move it.
Yay! All right, good. So we're going to put some motions to our vocabulary today, okay? So if you would, please go ahead and hop to that Activities tab. You will see an activity where we have already started by watching the Brain Pop Junior video. We are going to come up with movements to represent each of the vocab words we studied yesterday. So go ahead and click that Add Response. Get it started up. Okay. We're going to take a look at slide 2. On slide 2, it says, with your class, come up with motions for each of the vocabulary words below. We have the word force, motion, and gravity. Force, motion, and gravity. Now, I am open to suggestion for who has some motions that they'd like to put to these words. So, if you have an idea for one, let's hear it. Steve Rogers, yes, sir.
Make everything nothing.
What? That's crazy. What does that mean?
We do nothing, none of them do nothing.
Oh, no, that's not how science works, but thank you for your suggestion. Yes, William, do you have an idea?
Yeah. A suggestion for motion is swinging a bat.
Okay, so like this. So that's straight from our video. And we also have motion with our own body. Okay, motion. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's swing your bat. Get your home run. Here we go. Come on. Get something in motion. Ready? And...
I do it every day.
Wonderful. Then start now. Dun, dun, dun.
I've already started 5 years ago.
Motion. All right, so we've got some motion. Good morning, Miss G. Okay, so we've got motion. I'm going to describe that. Let's describe it really quick. So for motion, we are going to swing a baseball bat.
No, a train.
A train?
Motion. Yeah,
a train in motion. Okay, so you could do like, okay, I can get that.
No, because it's not a train.
All right, do we have ideas for other words? Any ideas? Yes, Leah.
So mine is kicking the ball. Sometimes the ball, when I kick it, force is making it stop because the whole field.
Okay, so that friction is applying a force on that ball that's bringing it to an end. You are also applying force when you kick that ball because it is going to move the object. So your foot moves the object. All right, let's do it. Show your force. And I'm not talking about Star Wars either. Give it a good kick.
I'll give it a good kick.
Kicking. I don't believe you're kicking right now.
I'll give it a good kick. Like I'm kicking in karate.
Okay, fine, a karate kick. Putting force on your opponent. I'm fine with that. There it is.
No, boxing.
Boxing requires force as well. Okay, so let's record that motion.
Boxing.
A soccer ball. There we go.
I'm going to do this whole side based on baseball.
All right, gravity. Who's got a good motion for gravity? Aiden G, you have an idea?
Like another, you can throw it up and come back down.
You're chopping up super bad.
There.
You're chopping up super bad. Try it one more time. Hold on. Here, Aiden, you're very, very, very choppy. Send it in the chat and then I'll read it out loud.
A dart.
A dart. Okay, I heard a dart. That does have gravity pulling it down. Okay, he's going to send the whole idea in the chat here. We're waiting on the chat. While we're waiting, swing your bat. Motion. Putting things into motion. Force. Kicking that soccer ball.
I'm not
Causing
satisfied.
it to move. And I'll never be satisfied. It's a good song.
For gravity, you could put
From the musical
go-karts.
Hamilton.
Go-karts turning.
Waiting on Aiden G's. A dart that can be thrown up in the air and gravity will pull it down. Yes. Okay. So think about a dartboard. When you throw a dart, here's my pretend dart. When you throw this, what happens? It falls, right? Gravity pulls it back down. So gravity is the reason why we can't float like we could in space, because it is our planet's central force that keeps us on the planet. We should be very grateful for gravity. Otherwise, we would all be floating around and unable to do anything at all, including taking a drink of water. So gravity pulls things down. I like it. I like it, Aiden G. So like throwing a dart, okay? Because that's going to be something that goes up and then has to come back down. Okay, perfect.
I'm confused. We can float in water. That's confusing me.
I'm wondering if this is my Zoom, because you are super choppy too.
I'm not choppy.
But I also didn't call on you, so I don't know why you're talking. Love you. Gravity.
Are you done?
Throwing a dart that will, it doesn't have to, it will fall back down to the ground. All right, we've got some motions. Okay. All right, so we've got force. Kick that soccer ball. The force caused the ball to move its location. We've got motion. When we swing a bat, we are putting not only our arm and the bat into motion, but the ball goes into motion as it connects with the bat as well. And then that dart, something you throw and it falls down into the ground. If you'd like to, you could also think of basketball, because the ball is going to go up, take that nice arch, at least if you're good, and throw it back down. Okay? Lovely. All right. The whole world is crooked. Okay, let's hop to slide 3. Here we go. Push, pull, and friction. Who's got a motion? A motion. Yes, Terrence.
So motion, or a push and pull is like, I have a picture. Can I show an example?
Yeah, with your body, because we're doing motions. What can we do for push or pull?
So we pull a box and we push a box.
So show me you doing that with your body. How would you do that? Push. Yeah. So like getting something away from you. Axel does this all the time when he doesn't want to go to bed. He goes, ee, and pushes against me. So push. Okay. Show me a push, guys. Push. Good. Some of you just showed me like a Dragon Ball Z power thing, and that's not what we're talking about, but that's okay. Push. Okay. Push. Good. Okay. So we've got to push. So let's move our hands away from our body. So we've got a motion for the push. Move hands straight out, away from body, like pushing a box.
Can you put that in the chat?
Sure. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it.
Like the
Okay,
face.
pushing. All right, What about a pull? What motion do we have for a pull? We've got a push. What can we do for pull? Ideas? Let's try it, Aiden G. What can we do for pull?
So we can pull like in tug of war.
Ooh, tug of war. You're pulling on that rope, trying to get it over to your side, trying to knock those people down. Nice. Okay, let's put that down for pull. That's a great example. Pull. So for pull, we are going to play, pretend, tug of war. By the way, just so you guys know, when we have, well, but in the past when we had field day, hey, there we go. Audio stopped lagging. In the past when we had field day, the girls always beat the boys in tug of war until like 6th grade, and then the boys can beat the girls. But up until that point,
Actually,
we out here. All right, so pull, pretend tug of war. Okay, so we're pulling on that rope. We want to win. All right, friction. I'm coming up with this one. Okay, I want everybody to take your hands, clap them together. I'm going to show you what friction feels like. Okay, here's what friction feels like. Rub your hands like this, and I want you to keep rubbing until you feel them getting warm. Rub, 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 rub. When you feel them getting warm, I want you to put your hand on your face so you can feel that warmth. Feel that? I don't want to feel warmth because the air conditioning in our school is broken right now, but I love you guys, so I'm doing it anyway. All right, friction. So friction is what we get when something rubs together. Friction typically slows things down. It can also generate heat, okay? So you have a lot of machines with gears turning and moving, and that's going to cause a lot of heat. You kick a soccer ball, as Leah told us earlier, and as it rolls across the field, that grass is rubbing against the ball, causing it to slow down. So friction, okay? So we rub our hands together to feel that friction. Let's go ahead and record that one down. Alrighty, so friction, rub hands together quickly. Okay, that is friction. The video example that we saw was also of a skateboard. The reason a skateboard won't just go on forever and ever and ever and never stop unless you're moving your foot is because that sidewalk or that pavement is causing friction on the wheels. Okay, it's not letting you go as quickly. That's why skaters like to skate on smooth roads so their wheels can turn faster and they don't have to have a lot of friction. Okay. All right, Levin, do you have something you wanted to say? Your hand's up.
no, that was for earlier.
Gotcha. Sorry, sir, I missed you. All right, my friends who turned your cameras off, let's go. Cameras on. They stay on. Okay, here we go. So we got our motions, okay? Yes, William?
I feel like everybody's seen this video. But this guy, he works on friction. It's a video. He goes like this, and then he pulls one hand away. What he tries to do. Well, so you can see my ring finger. He goes like this, and then he moves one finger. No matter how hard you try, your finger will always come back. This is friction.
That would be a traction. Friction is when they're rubbing together, when things are brushing against each other. I think you're describing a traction, but they sound similar because they both have that sound. Yes, Aiden G.
Sticks together to make a fire.
You are chopping up again. Try it again.
You're chopping up again. Try it again.
Aiden.
To
Right,
rub
Aiden.
sticks to make a fire.
Sticks together. Yes. Okay. I heard it. It said that's what it sounded like, but I got it. Yes. So we also, because friction generates heat, that's why if you've ever seen someone doing this with a stick, it's to get the sticks to heat up so that they spark a fire. Okay. It would take a lot of friction and force to get that done, but it is possible. So yes, to generate enough heat to catch something on fire. Truth. All right, friends, here we go. You are getting ready to complete some partner work. Your partner work is on slides 4 through 7. Go ahead and take a look at slide 4 with me. These are some of the objects that were on your Venn diagram yesterday. And yesterday we asked you to sort these objects into a push or pull or both, okay? Today, I'm going to ask you to have a conversation with your partner about the objects that you see. Some of them have an arrow pointing specifically to the object in the picture. So this is pointing to the chair, okay? So for the chair, does this object require push or pull or both? And how do you know? So is it going to be a push? Or is it going to be a pull, or is it going to be both? And how do you know? You and your partner are going to circle your answer, and then you and your partner are either going to type or voice record your answer here. In your typing and voice recording, here is the vocabulary that I should hear. Ooh, motion's on there twice. Oops. I should hear the words like push, pull, force, motion, and friction in your explanations. Okay, so if I'm thinking about pushing a chair, it might be causing friction on the ground. There we go. I used 2 vocab words. Okay, it could be different if I was going to pull the chair. That would be putting the chair into motion. So I want you to be using these vocabulary words as often as you can. Are there any questions about what you're going to do with your partner? So you and your partner are going to work on slides 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 4 objects that you're going to look at and decide if they are pushes or pulls. Okay, and explain why.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love when I go into breakout rooms and I hear the students talking and I see them sharing their screen and they're catching each other like, I think it's this too. Wonderful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The more you use that vocabulary, the more your brain is going to grow. And you guys know we have a specific goal of using pushes, pulls, forces, and motions when we are building our cars here in the next week and a half. Yes, I just gave you a timeline. So the more knowledge you have, the better your car is going to function, okay? All right, you guys are going to continue to develop that knowledge today with your independent work. Your independent work is the remainder of the slides. It says independently read or listen to the text. So you can read it for yourself or listen to it or both. Determine the meaning of the words at the bottom of the page. Type your definition. So on this page, you see the word push in bold. You see the word pull in bold. So you're going to read it and then type your definition according to the information on this page. The next one, force. Okay, this is the effects of a force, You're going to look at force, and you're going to type your definition. On the following page, we have friction. Same thing, you are going to read about friction, 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 and you are going to tell me what it means according to the information on the page. So this is a little bit different than our motions. I'm not interested in what you think it is. I'm interested in how you're making sense of those words from the information in the text. Okay, so use text evidence in your definition. Also on slide 11, same thing with balance, okay? When you get done, there is an opportunity for you to check your words. This is going to be a vocabulary grade. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. So this assignment is worth 5 vocabulary points. What questions can I answer about your assignment today? Okay, so you're going to read the text. You're going to define the vocabulary word and get that turned in.